toxic positivity? That's optimism on steroids. Can you guys tell that I'm having so much fun with these titles? Like, every time I make a video, I'm so excited to go to like the little posting part, because posting it with the title is just so much fun to me. Disclaimer, before I start this video, I'd like to say that my channel is all about looking on the brighter side. So before I get those comments like, you're trying to tell optimistic people to not be optimistic, hold your horses, my whole channel is about being optimistic. But you guys aren't getting the dangers of being too optimistic, and that is what we call toxic positivity. I believe that there's a huge difference between telling somebody to look on the brighter side and then telling someone to just like be happy about a situation that's clearly not happy. In other words, it literally invalidates what's happened to that person. If they were able to be happy, they would have been happy, bitch. And most of the people that do this are like the type of people that are perpetuating this idea that you always have to be happy. So when they see their friend being upset about something, they actually invalidate it. Oh my god, bro, my whole world is falling apart. My girlfriend broke up with me. My dog died and I lost my job. I mean, what's the purpose of going on? Oh, bro, who cares? When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Bro, nah, listen, dude. Your dog? Sparky? We can throw him a Sparky is dead party. How about that? Like, we'll make his day. I mean, night. Or, I guess he's in heaven, so we'll make his, life. A party for my dead dog. Are you actually serious? Oh, yes. And you losing your job is actually a blessing in disguise because your boss was annoying as fuck. How am I supposed to make money? And who cares, bro? Your girl is cheating on you with me anyways, so... Wait, what? Oh. Get the fuck out of my house. Sorry. Was that highly exaggerated? Yes. But that's how some of you guys actually sound like sometimes. Okay, so we get somebody directing toxic positivity towards you, but what if you're directing that toxic positivity towards yourself? Well, essentially, it's you covering up adversity and thinking negative feelings and emotions are unacceptable. Typically, the feelings, which are mostly anger and sadness most of the time, are actually covered up and you never really acknowledge them. Well, bro, isn't that just optimism? We should all be looking on the brighter side. That is a horrible message. Well, yeah, but not exactly. Seeing emotions like sadness or anger as black and white / good and bad can actually lead you to using escapism or external forces that may or may not be healthy for you, all to just avoid them. The main problem isn't the fact that you need to avoid them or you need to actually just drown in them. You actually need to balance them. For example, think of it like a scale or a yin and yang diagram. Optimism and pessimism should be balanced. For instance, when you have too much pessimism, the scale overweighs in that direction. Pessimism is associated with negativity and complaining, so most people would tell you to be positive. That is to say, pessimism is really socially taboo and a lot of people would probably think you're a negative Nancy. Okay, so let's do the same thing with optimism. Let's switch the roles. It's associated with happiness and positivity. I mean, it sounds like such a good thing. Where could it go wrong? The truth is, when the scale overweighs in that direction, it's equally as damaging. The problem with toxic positivity is that when you're too optimistic, you lose sight of the real problem and the issue of the circumstances. So what's really helped me is to look at a situation as not black and white, but look at the overall picture. Think of a situation and apply a pros and cons list to it. When you just have optimism or pros, you miss the disadvantages. This way of making you blindsided is really dangerous, and it's not talked about enough. A lot of these people will use escapism to not feel that emotion that they deem as negative or bad. In response, these people never truly grow. Oh my god, like I was saying. In response, these people never truly grow because they're repressing a certain part of themselves. If you have escapist tendencies or you have really bad toxic positivity issues, I want you to know that running away from that rock bottom will only lead you into an even lower rock bottom. It feels good in the moment because you're delaying an even lower rock bottom. Emotions lead you to self-discovery. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's true. So whether it's good, bad, or confusing, and you feel guilty about it, it's always going to be valid. Most of these people have this belief instilled in them ever since they were young that they have to always feel happy, that they always have to be positive, or bad things will happen. True optimism is being able to look at a situation way more clearly and understand, yes, this has cons, but it also has another side of pros. It's feeling what you need to feel, but also looking at it from a more balanced point of view. So with a con, you can counter it with a pro. That way, you don't only see it from a black or white perspective, you can see in multiple different perspectives. It's not confined to just one. Some of these people even blatantly lie to themselves. Like, for example, they're actually thinking, oh my god, I'm so sad I lost my job. But instead, they're going to put up a front like, nah, I'm actually really happy, you know? I never really cared about that job anyways, and they're just like gonna make it seem like they don't care at all. My question is, this is not a situationship. You don't have to be nonchalant to yourself. This is a problem because there's a difference between telling yourself to move on and helping yourself move on while you acknowledge that you're really sad than just literally lying to yourself and just trying to make it seem like, no, I'm really happy about this. This is a pure example of you invalidating your own feelings. The truth of the matter is, if you're lying to yourself, how can you even trust yourself? I mean, think about it. If somebody is lying to you to your face, would you believe them? Would you trust them with anything? No, you wouldn't. Toxic positivity is you covering up your authentic feelings with these fake, manufactured feelings. It's okay to be miserable for a minute. It's okay to pity yourself for a minute. We're humans, okay? And that's okay for you to admit, because I'm admitting it. Sometimes I feel miserable and sometimes I self-pity myself. But at the end of the day, as long as you get up, that's all that matters, right? And yet, I'm still a happier person because I didn't lie to myself about how I truly felt. If anything, humans are meant to think in multiple different perspectives, and they're meant to see the pros and the cons of every situation. The more that you lie to yourself is the more you lose who you are, who you truthfully are meant to be. How do you expect yourself to be authentic if you lie to yourself? Like, that makes no sense. How can you call yourself authentic if you're literally lying to yourself? And then you question, why do I have self-doubt issues? Like, why do I doubt myself? It's because you don't trust yourself, okay? That's the truth. Also, being overly optimistic doesn't just affect you, it affects everybody around you. For example, when your friend needs advice and then you give them an overly optimistic perspective, they're probably not going to be happy with that. That advice is not going to help them because they're going to think, okay, maybe there's something wrong with me that I'm feeling like this, I should just think happy thoughts. Overall, I think optimism on steroids and pessimism on steroids are equally as damaging. That's just my 2 cents, guys. Take my advice if you want to. But if you're too optimistic, aka optimism on steroids, if you dabble in that, I'd probably say that's not a good idea, but it's up to you. How do you want to live your life? I just feel like there's a false idea of like being overly optimistic is going to make your life very happy or going to be happy, you know? You're basically pushing yourself into a corner and being like, you have to think happy thoughts or else bad things will happen. What if you actually hit rock bottom? That's going to be the worst rock bottom in your life. Delaying it just makes things worse. It's like if you give a bank money, it's gonna start collecting interest. You may as well just withdraw the money from the bank. Okay, just go through it. It's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give me a little subscribe, a like, and a comment. I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't already, follow my Instagram right here. I'm waiting. And if you've been watching me for a while, I'd like to say thank you so much. But also, I'm so sorry for being like inconsistent with posting. I put my heart and soul into these videos. You guys don't understand the effort it takes to not only make the video, but also edit the video. And because I have the mindset of quality over quantity, I want you guys to have like the best video ever. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and I've been working on it. The 2-week mark is crazy. I don't know why the fuck I'm leaving you guys waiting for 2 weeks. So guys, I'm definitely working on it, and please expect more videos from now on. Again, thank you all for watching this video. Remember, optimism on steroids bad. Pessimism on steroids bad, and having a balance is very important, just in life in general. Bye.